Hey YouTube family and GN subs, Humberto Gray, attorney at law here, practicing in sunny Southern California. Hey, today I'm going to give you some really good information on how to make inquiries on your case with USCIS. I'm going to provide you with a bunch of links that are very useful. Also, there's a new method of communication with State Department. If you have a case at State Department, I'm going to show you how to use the new wizard and the new navigator so that you can communicate with State Department. Brand new stuff, folks, just rolled out. So you can get me at hrg@graylaw.com. That's the only way to get me. All right, folks, a lot of good news updates for March. Let's get at it. All right, I am providing you with some links that are really good on how to make your inquiry with USCIS. If you have a case with USCIS or your case is stuck at the field office, citizenship, or an adjustment after an interview, I-485, this is the way that you contact USCIS and the field offices. This is awesome, folks. So step one is inquiries directly online with USCIS. There are a lot of different ways you can do that. All right, so you can check with your USCIS online account. You can do an e-request. You can ask Emma. They have a really cool tool where you ask Emma a question. Emma will answer you. You can also dial in the contact center. I provide you with the phone number. These are ways you can check directly with USCIS, different ways. Really awesome stuff. If that doesn't provide you with a satisfactory answer, you can contact the ombudsman. I'm giving you the information. The ombudsman is an individual at USCIS that will answer your inquiry. We'll look into it. We'll see if they can provide you with an answer. That's the second way that you can contact USCIS, and they're pretty good. The ombudsman will get back to you. All right, let's talk a little bit about State Department. There is a new method of communicating with State Department. It's called the wizard and the navigator, okay? So the wizard is where individuals try to find out what case type, how to make an appointment for that case type. For example, let's say you want to work in the US, it'll give you options of H-1B, L-1, etc. If you want to visit and go to Disneyland, it'll give the options for a B-1, and you can actually go through the wizard and find out what type of visa is available for you and how to get it, okay? Now, the navigator is real important because right now, we used to communicate with State Department by sending emails, right? Or even calling. Now, most consul posts are rolling out what's called the navigator. So the navigator is a good tool to communicate with State Department. If you had an interview and they continued the interview and now it's outside of the time frame, good way to communicate is through the navigator. So look it up online. State.gov is where you go, and then you can go ahead and see if you can find the tools that are offered by a particular post. All right, another bit of good news that we talked a little bit about previously, deferred action for labor enforcement. This is where there's abuse in the workplace. This is where there's wage theft, where they're not paying you what they're supposed to pay you, minimum wage. Migrants now can file for what's called deferred action. You can be safe from deportation. You can get work permits in the US. It's different than the U and the T visa. It's not that, right? The U and T visa where you're a victim of crime. This is where you are a victim in the workplace. It's brand new. Now, what's really good is that lots of cities these days are starting to roll out where you can actually get a letter of interest. This is what you need to file with the application. A lot of cities are investigating these work violations and they're issuing you this letter of intent to file in connection with your application. I put a link in the description box here that'll take you to the USCIS website on how to actually obtain the deferred action status and a 2-year work permit. All right, I got a little DACA update. Your application probably has been processing for quite some time. What the heck is going on? 2 places that are usually filed for the DACA applicants. One is the California Service Center. The other is VSC, Vermont Service Center, okay? Because they are so backlogged, what's happening is they're transferring the cases to NSC, that's Nebraska Service Center, so that they could try to adjudicate these cases and alleviate the backlog. So what's happening is if you're doing an inquiry and you're quite not find out what's going on, why is my case being transferred, outside of California or Vermont? That's why, folks. They're not telling you, but that's what's going on. So if you have a DACA application that's pending, it seems a little odd that you haven't heard yet and you wonder where that case is. that may be what's going on, all right? Hey, thanks so much for watching GrayLaw TV. Click below, like and subscribe. Go to my content. I have good stuff in my library. It is organized, easy to follow and digest. All right, GN subs, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.